So tell me, what sounds better to you? A folder with 100 ideas or 8-bar loops, hotter than moms in your neighborhood, or the one with 10 finished tracks? The biggest problem is that your ideas don't go anywhere. The loop ends here, you listen to it for 15 minutes, and then you know the deal. Maybe it's not that one, yeah, I will finish it tomorrow, let's start a new one, but it don't have to be like that. Mistake number 1. You get too proud of your idea. So I have vocal here, then an ARP, then another ARP, then chords, and finally bass. And you know, they sound cool together, but there's too much shit going on at once. The solution for that is you need to expand your loop as quick as possible. It makes no difference from a 16-bar loop, but then we're gonna start removing some elements. For the intro, I will just get rid of those vocals. Maybe I'll start with only chords and bass. Then slowly introduce the first ARP. You actually have something closer to arrangement and obviously more room to work with. Mistake number 2 is that you usually add those guys as you start to get closer to the final song. It's technically not a bad move, but we are not talking about finished song here. So if I would switch those rises and impacts here, they create a tension which forces your brain to release it with another part. Obviously, it gets even better once you're gonna start to introduce some drum loops, and especially drum fills. And that actually made me want to create a build-up here, but let's just say you're not feeling that creative at the moment to get triggered by some weird noises or pots and pans. If you don't have it already somewhere in your loop, add a tonal ambience, sequence, or an ARP. There's also another reason why those guys are so powerful, but let me just play the whole thing. Okay, then we can actually use autofilter here and just simply turn it on while the build-up is coming. Atmospheres, ARPs, or sequences can create cool textures but also glue your whole mix. So it don't highly depend on the genre you make, but in my case I will probably introduce a kick here. Sounds like a beginning of a cool build-up where I can also introduce some synths from drop. By the way, I can show you how to make drop in 5 minutes. It's still longer than the time you need to click the like button below, but way shorter than you usually spend time on those. But your idea might be different, so instead of introducing new part, let's come up with some variations. I already made one with a filter here, but as long as this Reese part is cool, the Reese basses can get overwhelming over time. So let's just try using the same pattern on another bass sound. Make it legato, turn the grid to 8th bar, and then use magic tricks. Same goes with this melody here. I can actually try to find another sound, maybe slightly more delicate. The vocal is sounding cool, but let's just try to chop it a little. And then I can make this kick quicker since I'm still thinking of the build-up here. So if you're not a lazy bastard, in a short amount of time you can turn 8-bar loop into intro, main loop, and then a bridge, buildup, chorus. You can combine these options however you like. At the end of the day, they will always sound like shit, unless you watch this video next.